Yeah. What's up? It is Moonsel. I wanted to come live, or yeah, live at the same time doing live. It just automatically posts for people to see after. So I was like, okay, let me go live and talk about this quickly. Um, People with sickle cell, or like just I can speak for myself, or anyone with chronic pain, maybe you can relate to this. Actually, anybody can relate to this. However, I have um, skills and talents like in art, like music and dance, and it's something I've always enjoyed, thoroughly enjoyed. I still enjoy it. But growing up, like I loved dance and I loved singing, and it was at the time I didn't realize it's not like it's escape, but it's a type of healing, it's a type of release, and it's a type of expressing, right? And usually people sing and dance to make one feel good or make someone else feel good. That's kind of the initial intention, right? For like music and dance and things like that. So um as I look at my journey with my artistry while changing different things in my lifestyle to help with my sickle cell and help with the pain that I felt, the pain that I felt along the years, and just helping my sickle cell and my have better experiences, That way I don't have to always be stressing out about sickle cell. It made me realize with my music that I wrote a lot of music in regards to like emotional heartbreak or what I feel about my mind, or wanting peace of mind, or striving to find peace of mind, striving to know myself, you know? And I realized that music is one of the most vulnerable art forms. Peace to Phoenix, nice name. And it's one of the most like vulnerable art forms, and the art form that you can truly express and share what you feel, And because of sickle cell, it's almost like I kind of blocked myself from singing music, writing music, singing from a place of pain. I'm pretty good. How are you? The money's up, and I have sickle cell. Anywho, so that's funny, but not really, because rude. Anyway, so when it comes to the hiding my pain part, I was like, dang, it's interesting when there are songs that I'll sing and I'll vibe to, and it's a sadness, or it's an emotional ride, but it feels good. Like it feels good to unlock that part of maybe an emotion that you wanted to express or release. The song, you found the right song to help you through that. So going with it with my music, and realizing I write music and I sing, and it's almost like I avoid sharing my pain or my emotional pain, because I don't want others to feel that emotional or painful, well, I have sickle cell, so this page is Moon Cell Productions. Usually, we talk about lifestyle, people with sickle cell, or other conversations about consciousness or awareness of the world. Things that heal us. So that might be boring for you. However, others who might experience chronic pain or experience sickle cell may want to be involved in this platform. But I was talking about pain and how with music, we listen to music and it's very emotional, and sometimes it's like it's not painful, but the pain of someone's experience through the music can help someone feel their story or their experience, or you can relate to someone's story experience through music. And like, it's interesting how what Bob Marley said, I just read it the other day. Bob Marley says in one of his music, in one of his songs, when the thing about music hits you, you feel no pain. And it's so true. And I realized that that is the part of what I personally have been blocking, is not releasing my emotions through the pain that I've been through, which can actually help me and my artistry. So I'm saying this because anyone who's experienced pain, chronic pain, sickle cell, um, I'm more spiritual. I'm spiritual rather than religious. Um, but yeah, anyone who's felt pain, chronic pain, sickle cell pain, and you're an artist, especially, I mean, we're all artists in our own right. Everybody in the world is an artist. It's just there's different type of art forms. Um, I would say no, don't ever be afraid to share your story through your art, and let your art filter the pain so that others can understand what you may go through. And one person that's really great at doing nowadays, right now in the sickle cell community, is Rizzy Akanji. And I would love to have him interviewed again, like have him interviewed and talk about his art. But he did a great job with expressing sickle cell community and what we go through, and the pain and the depiction of what we go through, and putting it in art form, in digital art form, with colors, with stories, with different characters. And that is what I resonate with. So bringing him up, it's a great example of taking the art, not even that, taking the pain you have and filtering the pain and putting it on the canvas. Whether the canvas is a canvas or dance or music or food, because chefs are artists too, or poetry or sculpting, just so many different art forms, right? And I realized that that's the missing piece that I'm put together. And it seems like an obvious missing puzzle piece. However, it's a vulnerable puzzle piece, especially if you've already experienced a crazy amount of chronic pain. Putting that into art form to share that pain is what makes art in the first place. Art doesn't have to be painful or have you. However, it's supposed to move you. And let me tell you something, my pain has moved me in ways that have not been the funnest, obviously. However, it's been um, a growth. It's grown, it's helped me grow in ways that it's helped me grow in ways that not being in pain, it would have taught me in a different way. Maybe it would be a longer circumstance or a totally different path. But what I do know is that people with sickle cell who are artists, which I know there's a lot of us out there, and it might not just be a message for me, but don't fear putting that pain into art form to tell your story, because I think that people are kind of open to hearing, seeing, experiencing new art. And it's not up to the artist after sharing the art to keep critiquing it and saying what's right and what's wrong. Um, I know that there's so many different ways of expressing all art forms. So for me, I like just looking at art for what it is without any judgment, like actually just taking it in. And I'm not sure why I would hold back from myself, knowing that my experiences with sickle cell can be put in my art and tell so many different stories. Like, that is silly, you know? So this might be a message for someone else, as it is a message for me too. And I realize that there's so much like that I would love to say or do or again express. And sometimes this is one of those lives where I just turned it on and I'm like, whatever, if I'm not making sense, then I'm not. If someone else understands and resonates, then that's good too. However, yeah, it's entirely up to the watcher to take in what I'm saying. But yeah, don't be afraid to put your pain into art to then express yourself with it so that someone else who's experiencing that art can feel something too or resonate, or it might spark a light in their mind, or you know, it could do anything because that's what art is about. Anyways, it's been about that. It will always be about that. And it's a reminder for you and I. Anyways, shout out to anyone who's came in here and put in a comment or like the live if you want to like it, comment, watch the whole thing, resonate, subscribe, you name it, it's up to you. Peace. See you in the next one. Bye.